After their successful venture in Share City, Miles and Captain Cashflow arrive in Budget Borough. This town used to be full of happy people who were really good at planning how to spend and save their money. But now everything feels quiet and a little sad. Miles looks around and asks, "Captain Cashflow, what's going on here?" Captain Cashflow sighs. "Lance the loan shark has been here, convincing people to borrow more money than they can pay back. That's called debt. Debt is when you owe someone money. If you borrow $10 from a friend to buy a toy, you have to pay it back. Sometimes you even pay a little extra as a thank you. That extra is called interest." Captain Cashflow wants to make it easier to understand, so he brings Miles to a quiet spot. "Imagine this, Miles," he says. "You borrow 10 cookies from a friend because you're having guests over and don't have time to bake. Your friend says you can give them back 12 cookies next week because they save you the trouble of making cookies today. Those 2 extra cookies are an example of interest." Miles nods. "So you get what you need now, but you pay back a little more later." "Exactly. That's why we have to be careful when we borrow. It should be something really important, and something we can afford to pay back." To help Miles understand how interest works back on Earth, Captain Cashflow shares a simple and familiar story. "Do you remember when your parents needed to fix the roof on your house, but didn't have enough money right away? They borrowed money from the bank and agreed to pay a bit more than the amount they borrowed. The extra money your mom and dad paid is like buying the ability to fix the roof without waiting until they've saved up enough on their own." Miles nods. "So Mom and Dad paid more to be able to fix the roof right away because it was important, and the extra money was for getting the help when they really needed it." "That's right, Miles. Your parents thought it was worth the extra cost because it protected your house from getting damaged by rain. That's how interest can sometimes help us handle big problems right away, even though it costs more in the end." Captain Cashflow has an idea. "Let's set up a little market stall right here in Budget Borough. You can borrow some coins to buy things to sell. That way you can learn how to borrow, plan, and pay back the right way." Miles looks a little unsure, so Captain Cashflow explains more. "A budget is a money plan. It helps you decide what you'll spend, what you'll save, and what you can't buy right now." Miles gives it a try. He borrows 20 Kasharan coins and makes a budget. "If I borrow 20 coins, I have to pay back 22 coins, he says. "That means I need to make sure I earn at least that much." As Miles prepares his stall, he wonders what items would attract the most customers. Imagine you're helping Miles. It's a warm, sunny day in Budget Borough. He has the option of selling hats, sunglasses, coats, and umbrellas. What should he focus on selling to make sure he can repay his loan and hopefully make a profit? Think about what locals might need most. Miles decides to sell hats and sunglasses, which are important for sunny days and are likely to be in high demand. He decides against coats and umbrellas because it's not cold or rainy, and they might not sell as well. Miles uses his borrowed coins to buy different types of hats and sunglasses. "Focusing on these sunny day items should help make sure I cover my costs and manage the loan responsibly," he remarks to a curious local. Lance the loan shark, seeing an opportunity, swoops in, trying to tempt Miles into taking more loans for unnecessary upgrades to his stall. "Why not borrow more and make your stall the grandest in the market? You could buy a huge flashing sign, hire a marching band, get a photo booth. Imagine how many more people you'd attract." Miles resists. "No, thank you. I borrowed what I need and have a plan. Taking on more debt is risky. I'm going to stick to my budget." Disappointed and defeated, Lance the loan shark realizes his tactics won't work on Miles and his smart budgeting plan. He slinks away. As the market day begins, Miles proudly displays the selection of hats and sunglasses. He greets customers with a smile. Soon, a line forms at his stall. Miles carefully keeps track of his earnings in his notebook as he sells his items. He remembers Captain Cashflow's advice about budgeting and the importance of knowing exactly how much he has made and how much he needs to repay. As the day winds down, Miles counts his coins. I sold enough today to make 40 coins. After paying back the 20 coins I borrowed, plus another 2 in interest, I'll still have 18 coins left for myself. I could even donate to the community garden again. Captain Cashflow beams with pride. You've done it, Miles. Not only have you successfully managed your budget, but you've shown everyone how responsible borrowing and spending can lead to success. With Lance the Loan Shark gone, the spirits of Budget Borough are high. The community begins to remember the importance of responsible budgeting, and the people of Kashara start discussing their own budget plans. Miles, you've set a great example for everyone here today, Captain Cashflow says, giving him an encouraging pat on the back. You've reminded everyone how to budget wisely and avoid the traps of unnecessary borrowing. The region on the map lights up, and the 6th step leading up to the orb glows as well. As the sun sets over Budget Borough, Miles and Captain Cashflow pack up the sunny day items, ready to continue their journey. Feeling confident, Miles asks, Where are we heading now, Captain? I'm ready to keep learning. Captain Cashflow smiles. Next, we head to Risk Ridge, where learning to balance risks and rewards will be our greatest challenge yet. As they leave the region, Miles looks back at the successful event, feeling like he can confidently take on new money challenges.